Kara, Laya, Kiyon, Lahashamia, Bemarum Kokum, Adu Laya, Kiyon, Kilolam Kisedu, Barugataya, Shakat, Bayamet, Bayimus, Nefesh, Wawak, Hashabat Baruch Ki Israel, Bihayad Yahweh. Call to Yah. Make thy voice to be heard on high. Give thanks to Yah this day, for his mercy endures forever. Bless Yahweh. Worship him in truth, strength of body and spirit. May the Shabbat be blessed for Israel by the hand of Yahweh. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Giving all thanks, all praise, all glory, and all honor to the Holy One of Israel again by saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yah is righteous
Yahweh is righteous
all the time.
all the time.
Blessed be his holy and divine name.
Hallelujah.
We give him thanks and praise for his wonderful majesty and wonderful works of old, and his renewed mercy and loving kindness every day, and his faithfulness every night.
Yeah.
They are renewed and refreshed all the time. So praise be his holy name.
Yeah.
To the glorious and holy one of Israel, whose name alone is Yahweh, saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Let's turn now and do our readings. We'll start in Psalm 122. Psalm 122. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yahweh. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compacted together, where the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of Yahweh. For there are set the thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. Peace be within your walls, prosperity within your palaces. For my brother and companion's sake, I will now say, peace be with thee. Because of the house of Yahweh Elohim, I will seek thy good. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Psalm 92. Psalms 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh, and to sing praise unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, upon the psalm, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Yahweh, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. For Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither does a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Yahweh, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. For my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a wild ox. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire on my enemies. My ears shall hear the desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the shall flourish in the courts of our Elohim. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourish, to show that Yahweh is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Psalms 23. Turn now to Psalms 23. Psalms 23. For Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Finally, let us turn to Exodus, the 20th chapter. Here we find the words which Yahweh Elohim wrote himself with his own finger on 2 tablets of stone, delivered them into the hands of his servant Moses on Mount Sinai. Bring them down and teach them to the children of Israel, that these words may become an everlasting covenant, binding seal, indicating that he would always be our Elohim, and we would always be his people. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Elohim spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh the Elohim, which have brought thee out the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no Elohim before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. I, Yahweh Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy to the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh the Elohim in vain, for Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh the Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gates. 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and he rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunder and the lightning, the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for Elohim has come to prove you, that his fear may be before your faces, that you sin not. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Yahweh.
Yah is righteous all the time.
Both day and night.
Hallelujah.
Rise, O Lord. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Any comments at this time? Yes, sir.
But I'm not asking.
Hmm?
I have questions. I'm asking when everybody done giving testimonies and stuff. My
Okay.
testimony for today is I just want to thank Yahweh for giving me for the week. It was trying. And I just want to thank you for getting us here safely. we almost got into an accident. Somebody was trying to run a red light. And we almost paid the price for that. Yahweh had stopped us right before the car came. And then we also stopped the car because it came flying. So we gotta give glory to Yah. I also want my mom to do it, but she's not here yet. So.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I too want to thank the Most High for all his wonderful works. Those understood and those where you're searching to try to find the meaning of it. But as he said, it's glory of Yah, honor matters, the honor of kings to search it out. So if you want to be a king, you have to search out what the Almighty sometimes is trying to get you to see. Don't just put it right there because low-hanging fruit is too easy. Sometimes you have to do some, roll up your sleeves and do some work. Then it means something to you. So, blessed be his holy name. And to know he won't say it, he should. I'll ask him. Does he want to say it or you want me to acknowledge it? All right.
Shalom.
Thank y'all for bringing another year for my Earth Day today.
Hallelujah. Happy Earth Day.
Yes, indeed.
Great job.
Try to be a little more enthusiastic than that. That's the cool side in.
It's cool side.
That's cool side.
Ice cold.
Yeah, that's cool side in. All we've been through for these 15 years.
Oh, God.
They have not been smooth and easy, all of them. And some of them been touch and go. But the Almighty has brought us through. So that's why I too want to acknowledge him. I want to acknowledge his 15 and all of my descendants. Each and every one of them. They are a blessing in their own perspective way.
Oh, God.
So the Almighty is truly good. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And all of them have a little zeal for the Creator.
Praise God. That's the blessing.
We spend time in the hospital, and as soon as you get out discharged, that's what he be hollering about. If it's on the Sabbath day, we go into class. I said, man, you need to go home. No. I said, well, come on.
Hallelujah.
And then home, the other one, she showed me notes from every single verse and chapter that she took all day long.
All right.
So, look, this is what you taught on. I said, I don't even remember that. She said, right here.
Yeah.
And the youngest, he just who he is. We can leave it at that. We'll find out about him. Say the jury's still out. We'll find out about him. But he all right with me.
Oh, yeah.
And of course the oldest. Much love. The oldest, what can I say about it?
Shalom, everybody.
Much love. Well, praise Yah. Hallelujah. Any other comments from anyone? Much love.
We'd like to give honor and glory and praise to Yahweh for another week that we made it. I said hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Want to give my condolences and prayers out to the family down in Georgia. Murder suicide to that family. But again, Yahweh doing his work upon the earth. But thankful that we made it for all those who's here, those who's listening, those who still have breath to give Yahweh his honor, glory, and praise. This week coming up, Also have the Earth Day of a young man here. Y'all saying about to turn 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
I understand what you're saying. The birdie's still out, but but we working. But all praises for everything that he's given me, tested me to, tried, let me see, and willing me, allow me to see in the future the things given. But just thankful to be here again, to have another spot, apartment just coming up week. Blessed for that. Just thankful for everything that's going smooth right now. Give all glory to Yahweh. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
Praise God. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Giving all praise, glory, honor, thanks, and appreciation to the Holy One of Israel. Thank you, Lord Yahweh. Saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Of course, I like to praise Yahweh for being Yah, for being my rock, my shield, my buckler, my provider, my redeemer, my savior, my salvation, my world without end. And like I pray to Yah, tell Yah, I believe my world would end if I did not have Yahweh.
I'm trying to tell
And I believe that, and I feel that, and I love knowing that. So I just love Yahweh. I love all the things that Yahweh does for me and all of my loved ones and all of my brothers and sisters. So I just praise Yah with all my heart. I just like to say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Anybody else? What's happening, little man?
I think I have a little branch from the fire that up my little dog.
All right. All right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Just curious, been hearing some stuff about, remember this thing, they had him on the news, but what it is he's starting to condemn the acts of America about, sexual premise that they're doing. He said he's going to kill those who, I can't think, he owns a lot of the hotels over there and, up in California, those big hotels. He's the richest man on the planet for right now. He's a king.
All right.
Well, not Yahweh.
Well, he is gonna kill them folks with other promises.
It's some country. And he's
I haven't heard
to
it.
implement this punishment. He said, I'm tired of, he said, if I catch it in my country where they're doing something they're not supposed to do, he's going to cut off your hand, or he's going to take your life, or he's going to say, for instance, you're married, you're out messing around, he said you're going to get flogged. And everybody here in America seems to have, or especially like Elton John and Ellen DeGeneres, they're talking about boycotting this man's hotels and all his wealth. And I'm just kind of curious, why do we make such a big issue about it when most of the world condemns what they do? And I just wanted to get your take on that because I had a rough week with that, man. These guys, they're telling me we ought to stay in our lane and mind our own business, but I see you're telling the creator that too. So I just want to know what your take is on it and whatnot. I don't know if you know the guy. He's a king, though. He's Sultan or something like that. I can't think of his name. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with the story in the news. I imagine it's a news story. Was it in the news?
Yeah, it's been in the news. There, Rick Mooney and all these celebrities talking about boycotting his hotels in California. He owns some of those prominent hotels in California, and they're saying some kind of salt or something like that. But they're making it seem like, well, you're being too judgmental or something like that. And I had talked to a worker of mine, and he said to me, so why are you making such an issue about it? I said, so I guess you could say that the creator's making an issue about it too, huh? So if he tells you it's wrong, why would you continue to do stupid things? If your father tells you not to walk in the street, you walk in the street, you know what the result's going to be. I said, he's telling you not to do it. They're telling us we should just, we shouldn't be concerned.
Bye, shalom. Shalom.
I'm not aware of it. But we're gonna make ourselves aware of it. I don't want to speak to something that I'm not much surprised about. Much alone. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
But we will dabble on it and gave us enough meat on the bone, so we're gonna try to snag something off that bone.
Rise for your elders. Hallelujah. Shabbat shalom.
Brother Sigan.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Get on in.
What are we?
Hallelujah.
Brother Sigan. And nothing down there thinking, we're gonna get it. Yeah, they got them standing up and sitting down. They think they're in St. Raphael Cathedral. Just there.
There's the cathedral. There's no buildings and all.
I just got to slide here. Anyone else?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom. All praises and glory belongs unto one, and that's the mighty Yahweh Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I just want to give thanks and praise to the Most High Yah this day, allowing us to rise up and to see such a glorious and beautiful day. And it feels good to know, and that you can see that you are on track with Yahweh and on track with his feast day. Because all last week it was cold. It was so cold. It was freezing. You didn't even see no tender green on no trees until this week. And as this week goes, we see the tender green. And tomorrow, or this evening, y'all willing, we see y'all's great sign. That new moon, that new light, the renewing of that new moon. And then we'll know that on that first day, that it will be the beginning of our new year, the month of Abib. So hallelujah. And I just give thanks and praise to Yahweh for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I don't know if y'all got to watch or listen to the blog talk this morning. But Maury Alicia, praise the mighty Yah. You know, and it's beautiful how you do things because Morey Ishaya was on that same tape. Hallelujah. And Morey Elisa taught a 13-month. And he taught about 29 days and 30 days. So I just give thanks and praise to the Most High Yah for this abundance of knowledge that continue to go forth from the mouth of his servants. So hallelujah and praise the mighty Yah.
Hallelujah. Let's see, that's the one thing about technology.
One thing about it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about technology. But once you, as they say in the record industry, once you put it on wax, you can't go back.
All right.
Once they set that little recorder there and put it on, turn it on, that's recorded. And there ain't too many ways you get around that. And that's the beautiful thing about what we have versus in the time of Joseph. See, in the time of Joseph, where it said they came a Pharaoh that did not know Joseph, that don't mean that, because for years I studied and I said, well, man, that means he didn't know Joseph. No, it didn't mean he didn't know Joseph. Because I started looking at it, it meant, and what it means was the story is telling, it didn't mean he didn't know him, because that lets you think that, well, maybe it went a long time before this Pharaoh came. No, it meant that he didn't have regards for the service of what Joseph had done in Egypt. So it meant when he didn't know him, that meant he didn't regard, he didn't hold in high esteem anything that Joseph had done.
Hallelujah.
And that don't take a long time to pass for someone to feel that way about somebody. That can happen in a short period of time,
Yes, sir.
especially when you don't have anything around to remind you of what that person done. It's just like Hatshepsut. Anybody know who Hatshepsut was? Hatshepsut. Well, Hatshepsut was a pharaoh. Pharaoh Hatshepsut. See? Not to pick on nobody. Well, since I know y'all, since not too many said they even knew who it was, who this pharaoh was, I'll ask then, was this pharaoh a man or woman? Well, let me answer that. It was a woman. It was a woman that as soon as she died, which some say was murdered, because they didn't want her sitting on the throne anyway. But as soon as she perished, not even within years' time, they struck everything about her that they could out of Egyptian animals.
Was she the only pharaoh?
She was the only female.
Okay. I knew I kept saying I knew that name. Okay.
And they struck everything about her out.
Yeah.
Anything they could not, when they did make things, they made her where she was manly.
Yeah.
So she would appear, her appearance would be that of a man. And everything she did, which she did great things in her reign, they took it away from her. What? So that one could not what? Regard or recognize her reign. Because that was Egyptian practice. So they wiped the slate out. The first pharaoh that went from a polytheistic view to a monotheistic view. Nobody knows a lot about him. Because as soon as they got him out of there, everything that he had done, the priests came behind him and wiped it out. He moved the capital from one place to another place. Well, as soon as he got down off the throne, they moved the capital back from where he had moved it back to where it was at. So that you would not be conscious of what he had done. That don't take a very long time. I've seen it in my lifetime. That's why I said it. And I'm just going to go on and say it. This ain't all bad. Because if you didn't have this, some folks that ain't even been deceased 5 years, you wouldn't know what they taught and what they stood up for based on people that's left behind.
So true. Hallelujah. Sure.
But that's the beauty of if used correctly. Huh?
Hallelujah.
That's why you have the right when they come to get you to do something. You have the right to tell them, hey, turn that thing off. Don't you record me. If you don't want a remembrance, turn that thing off. Even in court, you turn that thing on. Now, the teller person is there, but any recording, you got the right to tell them, turn that thing off. That's what lawyers go and do. They go and argue that there don't be no telecommunications. The typewriter person, because they have to be there, have to be a transcript. But all the telecommunications, you tell them, turn that thing off. So it don't be filmed. Huh? That's why you have to be also careful when you're behind one of these. They pull that bad boy up, huh? 20 years ago, Brother Aaron gave a riveting speech at Carmel Baptist Church. Well, is that Carmel Baptist Church? No, he wasn't there. Here it is, right here, Carmel Baptist Church. Oh, he was. Got him. So when it says, I've been looking at a lot. When it said there came a Pharaoh that didn't know him, that's what the implication was. Not that he was totally lost. He didn't regard. It's the same way, not that I'm pro or con, it's the same way that they're trying to do with Obama. See? Because what has happened? They've taken Obamacare, which was rejected by Republicans and people of that party, and now they haven't changed it or even done away with it. They've adapted it, but now they want to take credit for it and say, this ain't Obamacare no more, and we're just going to change what we call it. So that 10, 15 years down the road, somebody will say, well, he didn't come up with that, which really he didn't, because he practiced that same thing, because Obamacare is not even Obamacare. That idea came from the person he ran against, called Mitt Romney.
That's exactly right.
Already employed in the state where he came and ran from. That was his baby. Universal health care was a republic. That was his baby. And Obama grabbed it and said, let's put this in, and we call it Affordable Care Act, and they'll call it Obamacare. Well, now, just come back up. Now, we're going to put it in, and later on, they'll call it the Trump Revised Health Care Act. To forget anything that this person has done. Just want you to keep that in mind as you read that Exodus 1st chapter. What it really means. He had no regard for the good things, the service that Joseph had done. And Joseph, this is a new day. This is a new age. I'm king. Yeah, he ain't gonna write about that. Matter of fact, I don't like them folks anyway. Any other comments from anybody? I didn't mean to disrupt the testimonies. Any other comments? But we're going.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Just in response to, for giving all praise to the true living King of Kings, in response to what you were saying about Mitt Romney and remembrance, wiping out anything related to Obama. The book tells us, don't put a foreigner over you. That's what the book says. And they knew, when I say they, certain people in the political sector, it's going to be something to deal with it later, because to them, Obama is a foreigner. And technically, in America, we're foreigners in this captivity. So you have to be mindful of that, they're doing what they learned out the book to do. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is, you all have mentioned technology. It says that they will come like eagles from the heat and deal with this here in the West. And Saudi Arabia has just got nuclear weapons. You don't really hear about it on TV. I really say anything about it. They got one. I mean, when I say they got it, it's ready to go, as they go. So we'll look to see, because I don't think they put it there for it to get ball clubs.
Oh, no.
It's going to be in the Most High's time.
Yes.
Rendered.
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am. That's why the Almighty said it's not going to be the hands of Israel. He's told Israel, be ready to come out of her. That's what he told Israel. Depart ye. That's what he told Israel. We got freedom fighters, and that's all right. That's all right. Be freedom fighters. Be revolutionaries. But how you be revolutionary? How you be a freedom fighter? Because it won't come with M16s and hand grenades and your little Saturday night specials. All you gotta do is ask the Sicarii who ran around ancient Rome with their little daggers, keeping up mischief and insurrection. Well, that didn't free what they want to call Jewish people. Matter of fact, it brought down the whole wrath of the Roman Empire upon them, where they brought all their legions in a three-pronged attack and descended on Jerusalem, and that's when they finally crushed it. And anybody that escaped to Masada, they chased them all the way out in the desert and the fortress of Masada, and they laid siege on it, and they crushed it. But rather, here's what the Almighty has told Israel to be ready to do. Go to Isaiah 52. Here's what he's told Israel to be ready to do.
Hallelujah.
Isaiah 52,
Yes, sir.
verse 1.
Hallelujah. Awake! Awake!
First thing he told Israel that they should do is awake. You need to wake up first. My brother down the line, that's what he was teaching. He was teaching on the, I saw him before that album, Moray Malak. And he's teaching the word of Yah, and he was teaching because that's what Yah said. He said, we dreaming. Y'all understand that? In a sense, we dreaming.
Yes, sir.
And the Almighty said we dreaming. And he said we sleep. So we dreaming. And well, we conceive, that's why we conceive so many different things. And the dream is so many things in the dream. And from a dream, you can conceive so many things. But we dreaming. Most of us, even though we've been touched by the Almighty, we still dreaming.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
All around eyes.
We dreaming. House, picket fence, 2.5 children. 2.5 children, 2.5 children. So where the half come in at? You get the third one and you just and you do a Solomon on him, cut him in half, and send half of them back to the hospital, and you take half home with you. Who come up with these crazy ideas? Like 29.5 days. Now, if you want to condemn somebody to tell you that, We don't say no 29 and a half. It's either 29 or 30 days. But we don't run around 29 and a half. So don't talk about how we got that from no Gentile or no heathen. Because that's what they take. 29 and a half. Where the half? Just like 2.5 children. I guess I went over my bounds. When we get home, we got to talk, because one of y'all got to completely go, and then the other one, I got to do something. But nah, we only do that because we dreaming. One rapper, I love his lyrics. He got a song. He just smile, and he said, how he said he had said having dreams. Yeah, he said having dreams of making it big over football till the cook raw. Because, we get this elevated lifestyle. We go from them burgers that was burnt in the skillet to you making millions of dollars. I want that rare now. You ain't ate nothing rare a day in your life. Now you out with everybody else that's got money, throwing money around in these lavish places, and they say rare, medium rare, 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 and you sitting there, make mine rare too. I went out one time when I worked downtown in the little spot. They took us all lunch and they talking about, yeah, cook it rare, rare, medium rare, rare. They got to me, I said, man, burn it. The waiter said, what? I said, if you don't burn it, don't bring it out here to me. The whole table looking at me like, huh? I said, burn it. He said, burn it. I mean, well done. If it's burnt, it's better. But don't you bring me nothing with no blood. And they stuff came back and they was eating and stuff. I just said, I don't eat. I'm not. They said, you gonna eat? I said, no, right now I ain't even hungry. I was like, I don't even have no appetite now. I'm sitting there like, oh. And they talking and eating. I said, man, this is truly barbaric right here. And they got on suit and ties. Wow.
The Ethiopians got a meal called borin kori. They eat it raw. Cut it.
Yeah, and yes, because let me tell you, it ain't not just Gentiles or whites. You got some Africans. They dealing blood, mixing blood in. They got a drink where they pierce the cow's neck, and they get the blood out and they mix it into the milk and they drink the milk like that. Yeah. I saw. I said, man, I said, well, like PE, can't trust it. Can't just go there because it's no. Wow. He killed the lion. Grabbed a lion, poked it, turned it up. He said, what do you do that for? Man, what do you do that for? He said, now you got the spirit of the lion. I said, excuse my friend, I said, well, damn, he didn't know that when he killed it? He didn't have the spirit of him when he killed it, because apparently he had the spirit of him when he killed it, because he killed the lion. He didn't have he needed to fix it. Wow. But they said he got the spirit of the lion. I said, well, I guess I'll just be a pussycat. Wow. Yeah, I got this little cat.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying these things because we contrive all types of things like a dream. When you get done dreaming, you wake up, you be like, oh, what does that mean? And you can find all kind of things to pull out of it. It meant this. It meant that. It meant this. It meant that. And you can find all kind of things in a dream. That's why the Almighty tells us, wake up. And you ever seen somebody having a bad, because some dream can be bad dreams. And they having a bad dream, they start, and they moving around, and you have to wake them up, be like, wake up, fool. Because they just, then they wake up all startled. So you was dreaming. That's what the Almighty said. Wait, awake. Awake. And when you awake, do what?
Put on thy strength, O Zion.
Gather yourself and get your strength, get yourself together and put on your strength.
Put on thy beautiful garment.
Which is what you do when you wake up. After you wake up and you wipe the little crust out of your eyes and you get yourself together, your bearings on you, you get up in your strength, you raise up. Huh? You start using your muscles and that you going in your strength. Then when you get up, you're going in your strength, you go in the bathroom, you clean yourself off so that you can prepare yourself to put on what? Clothes. That's right. That's right. And about Israel, even when they stepping out, even when they go on the job, even when they a garbage man, they put their uniform on a certain way so they can be the best looking garbage man.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
Put on your beautiful garments. Not that take off your clothes you slept in, wrinkled up, all that. Put on your beautiful garments. O Jerusalem, the holy city. Henceforth, there shall be no more come into thee the what?
Circumcised.
Or don't let the what?
Unclean.
So when we wake up, there henceforth. Oh, mercy. I can't say this.
Hallelujah. Go ahead, Moray. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get there. Yeah, mercy. I hope I get there. But it ain't all the time. Because he said, from henceforth should come no more uncircumcised and nothing what?
Unclean.
Unclean. Not if you woke up. Not if you not if you going in the strength. Not if you put on your beautiful garments. For what man put on his best robes and go outside desiring to get it dirty?
I don't know, man.
What man?
I don't know, man.
Huh?
I don't know nothing.
If you got on some sparkling white garments, and you go out and you don't even want to rub up against, you don't want nobody to touch it because you fear they got something on their fingers. You
don't even want the winds.
Because you don't want nothing on that. You looking down. But if it ain't white no more, you like, man, so to mess up my outfit. Say how it fit. Because what person get dolled up to go out and get dirtied up? Nobody, dude. Huh? Young man, come on, talk to me today. You with me today. We right here. Talk to me. Yeah, he coming up too. So come on then. You teach. Tell us, son. Say what? Say what?
Nobody wants to get their next clothes dirty.
All right. Hey.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You be my assistant. Assistant minister. There you go. That's your title today, all right? Be ready. All right.
Hallelujah.
But he says, from henceforth, let nothing uncircumcised and let nothing unclean. Uncircumcised and unclean. That's what it represents. Something that should not be there. If it's uncircumcised, the Almighty has deemed it unclean. And it can't be with him. If it's unclean, he's deemed it what, young man?
You can't touch it if it's unclean.
Good. They said, who you gonna teach? I found me. They said kings couldn't rule. Well, how old are you, son?
7.
And they said kings couldn't rule at 8 and 7. Say, hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Hallelujah.
With good instruction, the king could rule.
That's right.
At 7. He might have needed a bigger person to back his word, but he could definitely rule. That young man understand. Mercy.
All right. Hallelujah.
Then he says in verse 2,
Shake thyself from the dust.
Shake yourself from the dust.
Arise.
Arise.
And sit down.
And sit down.
O Jerusalem.
And then do something.
Loose thyself.
Loose yourself.
From the bands of thy neck.
From the bands that they placed on your neck. Because like they said, they are not physical no more. The bands on our necks have transformed to be spiritual. But they still bands. The limitations we set, or that is on us, we set on ourselves. We have infused the limitations that was set upon us, and we set it on ourselves, and those are the bands. Bands that you set on yourself.
All right.
That's why he said, shake yourself from the dust. You ever seen a dog when he come in? Been outside playing?
Yes, sir.
He get to the threshold, what's one of the first things he do?
Shake
Give himself a good little shake. Then he come in. He's shaking all that stuff where he been outside, he's shaking all that off. Say, wait a minute, he got sense enough to do that? Yes.
Hallelujah.
Shake them off, that's right, shake them off. Then arise, come in, sit down. Loose thyself from the bands on your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Well, y'all young folks spoiling me today. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Standing here all day.
Hallelujah.
For thus said Yahweh, you sold yourself for nothing. Right, Aaron, what do you mean by that? Huh? Well, you sold yourself short. You sold yourself short when you gave up on who you was, when you gave up on who you are, when you gave up on what should really matter to you. And that's the Most High. And my sister said, the day you find out that Yahweh is not with you, that's the day you should readily accept to leave this earth. I said, wait a minute, bro. Hold on now. What are you talking about? I said, the day after you awake and know who Yahweh is, know his existence, and know what he should mean to you, if you find out that he is cut clean and gone, you should be ready to just accept and say, man, I'd rather you take my life, not be with me.
Hallelujah.
Even Cain had enough sense to know that. When the Almighty told him, you must leave here. Cain said, whoa. He said, and this is a wicked man. He said, my punishment, that's too great for me to bear. You kicking me out? Almighty said, yeah. He said, no, that's too great. That's too great of a punishment. Can't you do something else other than kick me out? Because a lot of people thought that being cut off meant death. No. Sometimes there's a fate worse than death.
Yes, sir.
Huh? And for them to know the Almighty, the fate worse than death is to walk this earth knowing that he's not walking with you.
All right.
That you've been cut off.
Yeah.
That you've been ostracized.
Yeah.
That you've been put out. And that's why he said, whoa, this punishment is greater than I can bear. Then he goes and say, least any man find me, he'll kill me. Well, the Almighty said, well, here's what I'll do. You cut off as far as divine providence and being with me. But I'm going to mark you to let them know that it ain't just a free day on you.
All right.
But you're going to make your own way in this earth. And boy, when he did that, earth caught hell and still catching hell to this very day. But he said, you sold yourself for nothing. But you should be redeemed without money. Then you know this, even though that was a byproduct, this wasn't about economics. We want to make clear things straight. Slave trade wasn't about economics. That was just that's a trickle-down effect. This is spiritual. This meant so much more than just economics.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of people say, and I was looking at it earlier, a lot of people say that the first slaves came 1619, 20 of them. Which they did.
And they did.
Which they did. But I found a nugget. And I wanted to put this out there, because if that's the case, and the report I read, this research I read, it acknowledges that happened. 20 slaves. Angola, 1619. Set foot in Jamestown, Virginia. That part was real. But that's where they set foot. But oh yeah, cause I know they look at it. That part was real. But them slaves, them 20, served, or should I say this, did not serve in what would be known as the chattel slavery. Matter of fact, them 20 eventually, after some years, worked themselves to just being what they call indentured servants. The form of chattel slavery did not happen upon those 20. It did not come until some 21 years later. So this is bigger than just money. This is a fulfillment of the Almighty Word. This is spiritual. And that's why I said money won't be a thing to buy you out of this condition. Because this Isaiah is actually echoing what the Almighty told the prophet Moses when he gave him the revelation, that no man shall buy you out of this. Isaiah, so many centuries later, is repeating what was told to the prophet Moses, and they never met each other a day in their life.
Hallelujah.
But here the Almighty is telling him the exact same thing he told Moses. He told Moses, you will go into the slave, and no man shall buy you out of it. And here the Almighty told him, you were sold for naught, and you should be redeemed without money. Because it's not money that's going to get you out of this condition. What's going to get you out of this condition is you and me.
That's it.
However you ready to turn completely to me, I will return unto you. And that is what can rock your deliverance.
Yes, sir.
Keep reading, brother.
Hallelujah. Verse 4. For thus saith Yahweh Elohim, my people went down aforetime.
Aforetime. What does aforetime mean? Past. That's something that haven't passed. For thus said Yahweh, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there.
And the Assyrians oppressed them without cause.
Uh-huh.
Now, therefore, what have I here, saith Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught? They that rule over them, make them to howl, saith Yahweh. And my name continually every day is blasphemy. Therefore, my people shall know my name.
See, we never thought that the Almighty referenced Egypt like he referenced Egypt to Moses, but he always referencing it. He's referencing that Egypt, and there's a reason why he's paralleling that Egypt and that time with this time. So that when you study what happened then, it will look and you can get a barometer to what you're going through right now.
Hallelujah.
Just like I said, when you look at and study our people that we read about then, we reading about the same people right now. Because when you lay that people over top of this people,
All right.
we fit like a glove.
All right. Hallelujah.
We don't have the problem that they had in the OJ trial.
All right.
So since we fit,
You cannot acquit.
Quit.
We fit like a hand in a glove.
Hallelujah.
It's a perfect match.
No
So the events of our history have to fit us like a perfect match.
Yes, sir.
And that's why he always references that past of what happened, so you will know what's happening right now, because you're really simply reliving it, replaying it. That's why he told Prophet Moses, not you gonna go to the United States of America. Prophet Moses said, what's the United States of America? What's the 12, 13 colonies? I don't know nothing about that. No, you don't. But you do know what Mizraim is, don't you? You do know what Mizraim looked like, don't you?
Yeah.
You do know what was happening in Mizraim, don't you?
Yeah.
You do know that Mizraim mean north, east, mean north and south, don't you?
Yeah.
Upper and lower, don't you?
Hallelujah.
Well, your people gonna go by ships. They gonna go to a landmass that when they get there, as a people, they're gonna experience things, and when they get there, it's gonna be like Mizraim. It's gonna be north and south. It's gonna be upper and lower. It's gonna be two nations within one nation. Because at one time, oh, you got to see, this is why you do your research. At one time, there was Upper Egypt, and there was a king of Upper Egypt, and there was the king of Lower Egypt. Well, there was the king of the Americas in the north, which was the Union. There was the king of America in the south, which was the Confederacy. Then there came a point where they put one crown on one king's head, with both combining both crowns. Just like it came a point where they made one president over all of the colonies. This is why the Almighty is making those reference. I understand what he's talking about. That's why here he says, my people did aforetime pass, went down into Egypt, and they were what? Oppressed there. Without what?
Without cause.
What time is he talking about?
Time of being this easy.
He's talking about the time of our father Yaakov and his sons. Because we done nothing. The book let us know we done nothing except begin to what? Multiply.
Multiply.
And the man simply came along that just didn't have a stomach for us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just like today.
Yes, sir.
Of course they would run and get them. I didn't say that just that y'all have heard me teach it on and on. I've been said because y'all might have been let it be shown to me. Not in no vision or nothing. Research. They knew about us.
Yes, sir.
You're not gonna go get something you don't know about. It's like going to the store. Who goes to the store? Who goes to the store and gets something they don't know about? Even if you ain't been told, you've been told about it.
Right.
You've been told about it, so it ain't like you don't completely know. Because if you completely don't know it, you're gonna go right past it. But if somebody tell you, hey,
You heard something.
hey, I know about this. What? You're going to get it. And direct, if you done had direct contact with it, I got to go get some more of that. And you do. Huh?
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you about that.
Watch out.
Some people go, whoof, because they heard it, and then when they get a taste, they definitely going back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't like what you hear, or you don't want to, or you ain't never heard it, you don't fool with it. These people knew. They wasn't just they were dummies, but they wasn't just complete dummies. They heard and they knew what was in the west coast of Africa. They heard and they knew about the ingenuity. They heard and knew about a people that was even different, even through all the migration. And the 20 that came here, that was what they knew. They said, well, good gracious, if we could do this, well, 20 can do this. If 20 can make Jamestown grow, if 20 can help build Jamestown, build us up, if 20 can help establish us, because that's what I did research. I go home, take it in your phone, do your history on Jamestown, Virginia. Don't get into Jamestown. They had a hard time getting it off the ground themselves. It had failed. They had to rebuild. They had a hard time. Because they had that contact, they said, if 20 of them do this, right, my gracious, what will 20,000 do? What will 200,000 do? What will as many as we can get our hands on, what will they do? Because the truth of the matter, the 20 that came here, they wasn't even on their way here. The 20 that came here, they was hijacked off of a ship that was bound for Mexico.
That's good.
And then, of course, when we got here, oh my goodness.
Hallelujah.
I got a big old book. It talks about all this. Talk about how we started when we got here. And as I read that book, which is conventional today, but as I read that book, I'm seeing the same thing in Scripture. It talks about how when we got here, we just started outnumbering the early settlers to the point where we got to a ratio of 9 to 1. 9 to 1. Don't you think this is what old boy is talking about in Exodus when he looked up and said, Egyptian, Hebrew, Egyptian, Hebrew, Egyptian, Hebrew, Egyptian. If I don't do something about this pretty soon, ain't gonna be no more Egyptians.
Hallelujah.
And that's what he said. We have to do something about this. Because the thing about it is, if they do that, we have adapted to them, but they'll woo people also to them. Our daughters will love their sons. Our sons will love their daughters. And it won't be no. Huh? Wasn't that the dogma of the clan?
Yes.
We have to rise up. Clan knew what was happening in the South. They said we have to rise up. But these people sweeping over the South. That's why, see, Virginia got a lot of history. That's why in Virginia, you have the state of Virginia versus the Lovings. Interracial couple trying to get married in Virginia. That they ran out of Virginia.
Love it. You know, in Virginia, when you're born, you're warded state.
Oh yeah, that's the Commonwealth.
Your children don't belong to you.
Ohio too.
That's the Commonwealth.
Ohio.
This is Commonwealth.
Kentucky.
Ohio changed their law in 2010 and said that a child that's born to a woman that is not married to a man, that man has no rights to that seed. That was passed in 2010 here in the state of Ohio.
It's a lot of stuff that's out there.
We get a lot of brothers like, I don't understand why I can't get the kid, why I can't do that.
It's a lot of things. The word of Yah And this is not outside the word of Yah. This is prophecy. The word of Yah is true.
Yes. Hallelujah.
And that's why they can snatch him. That's why they don't have no problem snatching him. My gracious. But everyone must be crazy. Got this hold on here on. Bring him up here.
Yes, sir. That holds.
Hold this.
Yes, sir.
Hold this. We coming back to it. Hold this. Go to Deuteronomy. That's why they won't have no problem snatching him. They'll snatch them because they say they ours anyway. They belong to us really anyway.
Yes, they do.
That's the attitude. Look what the Almighty said.
Deuteronomy
Yes, sir. Watch one of these curses.
28.
They know right where to go.
Well, I mean, that's other place. That's the premier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as he said, arise, awake. If this don't wake you up right here, and nothing else will.
All right.
Because nobody else can lay this on. Like I said, that glove again. Nobody else can lay this on them. Yes, everybody done been in a little bondage. The Japanese, they went to internment camps.
Yes, sir.
The Italians, they had their little experience. Yeah, everybody done had their little experience. But nobody can lay this in its entirety on them.
Or they can't say it's there.
Nobody can. Nobody can. Look what y'all might say. Now I want you to read two things.
Yes,
To
sir.
show you that there's something different. Read verse 32 first.
Hallelujah. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Without any power in thy hand. And that took place when Master of Plantation A wanted something from Master of Plantation B, which was right down the road, and he came and snatched one of the young children from slave X and said, how much you give me for him? And then he took him right, Master of Plantation B took him right down the street. Mother and father could see him. Right down the road, working down on that plantation, could see him. Could see her son. Heart just bleeding, longing. Just want to down and just hug him. Just want to call and have him come. Better not.
Mercy.
Better not.
Mercy.
Better not.
Oh, bad not.
And grew up 10, 20 years of watching in the distance that child grow up.
Y'all word is true.
This is factual.
Yes, sir.
Not what we're making up. This is factual.
Cannot be discussed.
This is records of annals of history. But that was talking about that. How it be taken from one plantation to another and you were long.
Yes, sir.
And see, we got to read this daytime, and it was, but the word of Yah is as powerful as any movie as well. Because when you read this, those of us that have children or have had children, close your eyes sometime and read this. Picture your young man, and they come ripping, and he gone. Because they wanted some whiskey. And you'll never have him come back to you. Well, the Almighty, see, not only did he deal with it aforetime, he's going to deal with what would happen to you presently, too. You got it, brother? Because this is something they talking about, a state of condition he talking about now. Read verse 41.
Hallelujah. Thou shalt begot sons
You should beget sons
and daughters,
and daughters,
but thou shalt not enjoy them,
but you won't enjoy them.
for they shall go into captivity.
Wait a minute. What is he talking about? You're going to have sons, you're going to have daughters, but you won't enjoy them because they're going to go into captivity. Well, wait a minute. I thought we already in captivity. You are. You was. And you are. But the captivity he's talking about is almost like a double captivity. You in captivity, but you're going to have sons and daughters, and they're going to come and take them and put them in captivity again. That means when they come and they go click, click, and put them behind Rikers Island, Juliet,
Yes, sir.
Folsom,
All right.
Chillicothe, Marysville, sons and daughters that you beget. We already dealt with aforetime when they take you from the slave, but he was talking about sons and daughters that you beget in captivity that's going to go further in captivity. We've given them 15 to 40.
Oh, mercy.
You can't enjoy them.
35 years.
You can't enjoy them.
No, sir.
No half hour lets you enjoy them.
Yes, sir.
You drive 2 hours only to get a half hour to see your child. And you spend that crying and moaning because you know when you leave there, that child don't leave there with you. And only y'all knows what happens when y'all depart.
Not to mention what happened in the Dutch. Right. Ooh, yeah. Oh, praise His holy name.
Read that again.
Thou shalt begot sons
You'll beget them
and daughters,
and daughters,
but thou shalt not enjoy
but
them,
you won't enjoy them.
for they shall go into captivity.
We in the time where we better pray they escape the prison pipeline.
Yes, sir.
Because for most of us, that's where they got us pegged. And when you talk about being a ward of the state, that's what it means to do that. They're a ward of the state or they state property. So we gonna pipeline them right through.
Prison pipeline.
We're gonna set pathways for them. And mostly for the young men.
Mm-hmm.
The women are not immune, but mostly for the young men.
They need to do something.
Right.
They need the nation.
We need the mercy. That's why I said we need the mercy of Yah.
Hallelujah.
That's why he said, after reading them curses, that's why he said, you better be thanking me that I have endured you. Because if it was not for me, thou would be as if you were Sodom, and you would be like the inhabitants of Gomorrah. If I just totally gave you away to this person, to these entities, to these nations, there would be no Israel.
None.
You owe me your life, your very breath. You owe it to me.
That's right. Hallelujah.
It's a scary thing to think
You don't want to come out of
that he is not with you.
terrifying.
If the Holy Ruach has ever dwelt with you. That's why David prayed, take not thy Holy Spirit from me. He knew what he was praying. At the time he was doing that song, he was going through some terrible things where he felt as if things were slipping away. So he went into earnest prayer. Because he said, right now I don't feel the free will spirit. I don't feel that Holy Spirit. I don't feel those spirits that I felt when I was real well assured you was with me. He said, if that be the case, you might as well go on and kill me right now. Go back to Isaiah 52. Some people are very adamant about that. They'd rather life come to an end than to go on without the Most High. And they don't be out running around talking about, yeah, I die. Like, I want to be with Jace, and I want to be with Jace. And then when it comes time to die, they, help me. Please help me. Somebody help me. Somebody call somebody help me. Come help me. Keep me like, help me. No, them that have that about, they feel like that about the Almighty, they say, hey, if he clean on, let's do this.
All right.
And you'll be looking like, well, dang, come on. Yeah, there's no more reason to be here if the Most High is not here with me.
Yeah, but you can't commit suicide.
I might be the next murderer of my brothers and sisters. I might be the next this. I might be the next that. Back to Isaiah 52. Or just that bliss of not having the Almighty, because it's a blissful thing to know Yah is with you.
Hallelujah.
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 That's a relationship that's like no other relationship.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 6. Therefore, my people shall know my
He
name.
said, therefore, my people have to know my name. I have to start doing some things so they'll know my name.
Therefore, they shall know in that day that I am him that do speak it. Behold, it is I.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working some works in the midst of the earth that they gonna know. That they gonna know it's me.
Yeah.
They gonna know it's me, not Elijah Muhammad, not Louis Farrakhan, not Daddy Rothschild, not anybody else. They gonna know that it is I Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Not the Sultan,
All right.
not this Sultan that everybody talking about boycotting. You can boycott him all you want to. You can't boycott Yah.
All right. Hallelujah.
I see you boycott talking about we gonna boycott him. We don't want no air. Good. You ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, we don't want no air. We gonna boycott him. We don't want no air. Good, that's good. We gonna boycott. We gonna march on and protesting. We don't want no sun. That's good.
That's good.
Huh?
Going to the hole.
Y'all might say to the wicked, he said, look, you ain't gotta boycott nothing. He said the wicked, he said the nation that won't serve him, there will be no rain.
Don't worry about it.
Now let's see what you do.
All right.
I'll take my wares and go in elsewhere. And let's see how you fare. You won't be boycotting then. He said, but behold, they're going to know it is I. Then he says in verse 7.
How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings.
Huh?
That publishes peace.
That's talking about the peace. What kind of peace? The peace that only Yah can bring.
Hallelujah.
And how beautiful are his feet. When you have a true teacher in your midst, a true teacher of the word of Yah, how beautiful are his feet.
Right.
It shouldn't be a true teacher, Yah. It shouldn't be sought out to give him hell.
All right. Hallelujah.
No, he ain't perfect. He gonna do something wrong, but it shouldn't be sought out to give. His feet should be beautiful. That bring good tidings. What's good? The good tidings is this word of the Almighty.
Hallelujah.
That bringeth good tidings. That publishes salvation. That saith unto Zion, your Elohim reign.
Hallelujah.
That watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing. For they shall see eye to eye. When, what's the time frame? When Yahweh shall bring again Zion.
Hallelujah.
Huh?
All right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Huh? See, people throw stuff out there, but don't be breaking down. Let's break that down again. What do you read that again, brother?
Hallelujah. How, verse 7. How beautiful.
No, verse 8.
Verse 8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice.
Your watchmen shall. Meaning this will come. Didn't say they are, they have. It said they shall lift up the voice.
With the voice together shall they sing.
With their voice together, they shall sing.
For they shall see eye to eye.
For they shall see eye to eye. When
Yahweh shall bring again Zion.
When Yahweh shall bring again Zion. In other words, that's why we still off kilter, because he haven't brought again Zion. Have he brought again Zion? Huh? That's why the watchmen ain't all lifting up their voice together. It ain't nothing to me. That's why somebody thinking like this over here, watchman thinking like that over here, watchman thinking like that over here, watchman thinking like that over here. Because it said what? This particular scripture said that don't happen. The unity won't come till Yah bringeth again Zion.
Hallelujah.
And as I last checked, he ain't brought again Zion. We trying to find our way back to Zion.
Yes, sir.
And as a result, we like going, like four of us driving, going in the road. Hey, I think we should go this way. We got married. I think we should take this short. This says it's a shortcut. So I think we should go up here. It'll put about 2 hours out, but at least we'll come back around. And, we've been on trips like that where people got a different way of getting there. Huh? And you're not on one accord until you what? Till you get to the hotel and you set your foot on the ground and be like, woo! We here, we made it. Huh? What else would y'all say? This don't happen. This one accord don't happen until y'all bring up again Zion. So that's why I don't say anymore, well, I know we just all supposed to be together. And no. Because if that's what we supposed to be, that's where we would be. I'm perfectly fine with what y'all saying. If that's what's supposed to be, then we would be. And he said, then, verse 9.
Break forth into joy.
There'll be a lot of joy.
Sing together.
There'll be a lot of singing together.
Ye waste places of Jerusalem.
You would have been wasted. And in the waste places of Jerusalem.
For Yahweh have comforted his people.
See this prophecy. Because have he comforted us? Have he comforted us?
Yeah,
y'all talk to me.
Yes, he comforted.
No, he ain't comforted us. We still spending our days in the wrath. We ain't getting, we have a little
mercy.
Okay. A little mercy. But he's talking about comfort. When you comfort somebody, you calm them down. When you comfort somebody, you make them at ease. When you comfort somebody, you relieve them.
Hallelujah.
He just give us a little respite. But there is no where we can just wait and exhale. We can just exhale and be like, woo, okay. I feel so good.
All right. Hallelujah.
Woo, that's hope.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just so comfortable. Huh? Person come, but when they come to your house, kick the shoes off, just lay back on your couch, and they just, next thing you know, you looking over there. They ain't comfortable. They come there, shoes tied up, laced up real tight. They looking around, jerking like this, and looking they should break camp. They ain't comfortable.
That's right.
They just there. But at any time, they're like, "Ooh, relax. Let's go, relax." Nah. They sweating, playing with the thing. Relax. No, you ain't comfortable.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I was dating a young lady. Watch a movie. I was a little on there. We only two there. She grabbed my head. She said, "Get comfortable." I said, "Well, this nah, that definitely didn't do it." She trying to make me comfortable. Get comfortable. I said, "No." She said, "I feel you ain't comfortable." No, I'm not comfortable. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm looking to see how I can get out of here. I'm comfortable. I would have just been at ease. We're not at ease.
That's right. Hallelujah.
Not,
We
you
are
understand? This is not individual. This is people. We're not at ease.
Yes, sir.
There is no comfort. If you do know it, then you got to show me. Because as a people, there is no comfort. We ain't comfortable around each other. We ain't comfortable around nobody else.
Hallelujah.
God is showing us. That's why He said, "I'll let them know that it is me." And that they better not, if they are comfortable, then they better get uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Like that young sister that got beat up in Dallas, Texas in a parking lot. Knocked out. And then they charged her also with a felony. Charged him and charged her. But still, they charged him. There shouldn't have been nothing to drop. She got mollywopped, and you gonna charge her. And he had a pistol. All kinds of things going on. That maybe what it is wrong with. We might be comfortable and not know we should be uncomfortable.
Yes, sir.
Because He said we won't be comfortable till He comes and comfort us. That's why He called our comforter. Let me tell you, there's a truth. Because see, they say Christ is everything.
All right.
Christ is everything. But don't you know Christ said He even got to get out the way? Don't you know He told people, He said, I gotta leave. He said, because if I don't leave, He said, the comforter can't come. What? Y'all, boy, they out there now, some they be rubbing the cheese and everything. They said, Y'all didn't know He said that? Huh? No, because they told us He was what?
He was the comfort.
They told us He was everything, didn't they?
Everything. Yes,
Huh?
sir.
They told He the rock.
That's what they told us.
They told us He the salvation. They told us He was everything, didn't He?
Yes, sir. It said grace didn't come until He came.
I want you to read one thing, brother. Go to John. Write this down now.
Yes, sir.
Just one verse. Because if you don't have the eyes to sort through this other stuff might catch you up. But I want you to see this. 14, some call St. John, 14 and 16.
That's John at the root. John chapter 14. The verse say more 6.
Verse 16.
16.
We're not going to get long.
All right.
But I want you
Hallelujah.
to see this.
It says, I will pray the Father. I will pray the Father. John 14, verse 16. I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter.
That's right. I'll pray to the Father. That's what he's saying. I will pray the Father, or pray to the Father, and he shall give you another, what?
Comforter.
What does another mean?
Somebody giving me
That
him.
means somebody beside me. He shall give you another, what?
Comforter.
That he may what?
Abide with you forever.
For how long? For how long?
Forever.
I'm going to pray to the Father that he give you another comforter that he may abide with you for what?
Ever.
And who is this comforter?
Yahweh.
Verse 17 going to tell you.
Even the spirit of truth.
Even the spirit. So what's the comforter? The spirit of truth.
Hallelujah.
You want comfort? That's what you need. You need the spirit of truth, which the world cannot receive because it seeth him not, neither does it know him. But you know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. And that is true. The world don't know the spirit of truth because it don't seem. That's why they want to boycott that soul. Where my brother at? My brother still back there? That's why they want to boycott the soul. Because he's speaking truth. Huh? Then they call him misogynistic, anti-gay, this and that. Well, he's speaking the truth. And the people that don't like the truth, them the ones that want to boycott it. What's the name you named, brother? Talking about boycotting? Who?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Hello?
Ellen the
What you know about her? Of course she want to boycott him. Of course she want to boycott him. He just stepped on her toes. Huh? Who?
Elton John.
Say no more. But Benny and the Jets, say no more. Yeah, well. Oh, I'm not taking away from their art and their talent. I'm not taking away from their art and talent, but I'm just saying, look at what they stand. The spirit of truth, they don't want that. What? No. They boycott that. And yeah, that's why most of them out there want to boycott him, because if you know anything about Hollywood, then he is coming down on a lot of their lifestyle. So no wonder they won't. And they talking about don't go to his. Oh, he ain't talking to you and I, because first of all, from what I got, we can't even go to them places.
Right.
Beverly Hills. Ritz Carlton. When last time you been to the Ritz Carlton? I've had some Ritz crackers. I ain't been to a Ritz Carlton. That's the first thing I done got to do, Ritz crackers. I ain't been to no Ritz Carlton. That ain't nothing. Hey, we ain't going out there anyway. The people that stay out there, that's why I tell people. That's why I said, don't get caught up in dreams.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to go to Hollywood and make it big. Careful.
All right.
You get out there, that's a whole nother planet. And why they got the restaurant Planet Hollywood? Because it's a whole nother planet. It's a whole nother world. Whole nother set of lifestyle rules, all that. That will take me. See, we have these aspirations. I desire Yah to be with me, and I only really desire him to be with me and just make me, as this said, make me comfortable.
Oh, God.
If I'm just comfortable, that's all I need. I just need to have you with me and just be comfortable. I don't need to be lavished. Because treasure is what you make of it.
That's true. Hallelujah.
This is not, but this could be a most adorned, lavish garment that I have. If that's how I treat it and cherish it. If that's how I see it in my eyes. And if it's not, then I'll work on making it that. Maybe I'll get a little sequence put on it. Sew a little something into it to highlight it. So I'll make it into what I want it to be. But the real thing that you need, you'll find out that you only need is to be comfortable. And that's why he says in verse 9, break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for Yahweh has comforted his people and have redeemed Jerusalem. Yah have made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations. He haven't done that yet. He not done that yet. Because you know when they do. Huh? So say they got them, yeah, everybody got them getting ready to stop power. Not only Syria, they start finding them all over the world. Where y'all might take the pieces and move them into play and say, here, you against you, you against you, you against you, you against you, you against you. And all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our Elohim. Then verse 11, and that's where we started. He says, and that's what's to come. So knowing that's what's to come, look at verse 11.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Go ye out from thence.
Go out from thence.
Touch no unclean thing.
While you packing up and you leaving, don't touch nothing. What?
Unclean.
Unclean. Don't bring nothing unclean out with you.
Go ye.
You have to have a designed mind. And this ain't talking physical first. The departure had to come in the spiritual, psychological, mental realm.
Hallelujah.
Because you can depart physically and still be there. Like I said, that's what we experienced when we left Egypt aforetime. That many bodies left up out of Egypt, but not many spirits, not many minds left up out of Egypt. They brought the spirit and the mind of Egypt into the wilderness with them. And that's why they had to walk 40 years long. That's why the scriptures say, but this Caleb and this Joshua was of a different spirit. Because when they perceived leaving Egypt, they perceived leaving Egypt. To hell with all of them.
Hallelujah.
What does it take to get out of here? That's why you see a lot of, so you can understand. That's why Joshua, when he assumed command, was the commander that he was. Ain't because he had muscles, ain't because he was an exemplary fighter. It's because the spirit within him that when he looked and he said, what does it take to get away from this place? And if that's what it takes, then that's what we're going to do. He said, 5 kings, kill them. Kill them. He said, these folks over here got to go.
Gotta go.
Kill them. He said, this group over here
Gotta go.
kill them.
Hallelujah.
We got to cross over here.
Let's go.
We got to cross. We got to stay here. We got to stay here. What does it take? We got to eat this. We're going to eat this.
All right.
He had a different spirit because what is most of them say? Oh, we remember the watermelons,
Let's go back.
the cucumbers,
The
the leeks,
I want that flesh.
the leeks, the garlic back in Egypt. We remember McDonald's,
Oh,
Burger King,
yes. Oh,
Outback,
Domino's. Oh.
Longhorn Steakhouse. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Newport on the levee.
Uh,
Ben and Jerry's.
Just going to the store.
Greatest. Oh, how I remember them twisted donuts that when they're hot, you just twist them in. And you eat them. What's this? Little wafer. Who's gonna get full off of this? Hey, sneak away in the middle of the night. Let's go back down there. And you know it is, because that's why we can't look. I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about myself. We gonna tell the truth?
Hallelujah.
Cause mine. We're gonna say, look, hey, let's collectively grab our monies. Let's go buy some land. Jehovah Bridge, Kentucky, Indiana. We ain't gonna worry about nobody. Y'all's with us. We're gonna go build us up a place.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, hallelujah, right.
Hallelujah.
I'm be tuned down 75 by myself. My own kids don't even buy that when I be talking to them. That's right around here. We're gonna get a nice little house or something. We're gonna work. They be looking at me like, hey, all right. You go ahead. We'll meet you. Nah. Because I know the mind. The mind. Love all my brothers and sisters. When they walk around now talking about, we ready for y'all to come. No, you ain't. No, you're not. No, you're not. If he came tonight with that new moon, we'd be in trouble. We'd be in trouble. Y'all ready? What? Ready what? I said time. Final forum, Mike. Man, it's time to leave, man. Shoot. Huh? Anything.
Birthday tomorrow.
I'm saying because it's a book. I'm saying because it's a book. And that's why the Almighty is speaking about these things. I might even be having that spirit. That's why he said only a remnant. Because it's about the mind. It's about like when Lot went down and he went down and said he went down and told his son-in-law, hey, y'all is getting ready to destroy it. And they laughed and they mocked him and scorned him. He went back home, they just laughed, man, get out of here. We jamming. We down having a good time. And you talking about it's time to go somewhere. He himself, if it wasn't for the mercy of the Almighty, would have got caught up because he wasn't really all invested in leaving. Right. They say Yah took the angel and grabbed him and thrust him out the house. Right. Pulled him and said, get out of here. Because he didn't want to leave. Then he bargained with Yah. He said, well, no, you talking about a mountain, that's too far. And it's dangerous. There's a little town right there. Next to it. And what we talking about last week, so you play the middle ground. I can be safe, but I can be away, but I can still be close. But when y'all might get the rain down there, brimstone and fire, he said, man, let's get to the mountain. I said, yeah, that's where I told you to go in the first place.
But that looked kind of close.
He said, that's where I told you to go in the first place. Because the consumption of them two major cities, it affected everything around that area. So with that new moon, he came and said, time up. Get to Northern Kentucky. I made a way. They got tickets over there. Ain't gonna cost but about $25. Get a ticket. Hey. Northern Kentucky ain't got to worry about being overflow.
Final four.
The Final Four.
Super Bowl.
Because the departure has to come long before any physical
That's true.
action is taken. The departure has to come within your spirit and within your mind. Everything you see about this around you, you have to say, If truly, yeah, I'll give this up. I'll give this up tomorrow. But that's the beauty of God. He told us that because he knows it won't happen like that. And that's why he told us you're gonna have time. That's why he told us start with your mind. Read that again. Start verse 11, verse 1. Verse 11 at the beginning.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Depart ye.
Go ye out from thence.
Go out from this.
Touch no unclean thing.
Touch nothing unclean.
Go ye out of the midst of her.
Leave the midst of her.
Be ye clean that bear the vessels of Yahweh.
Be clean. Clean yourself up that bear Yahweh's vessel.
Oh, God. For ye shall not go out with haste.
Because ain't nobody gonna, and I'm giving you this is respite. This is time to let you clean yourself up. Here. That's why I tell people, we first get people in, we don't just accost them. You gotta teach them.
Oh, God.
That's good. You take precautionary, but the first, before a person can do better, you gotta teach them.
All right.
You got to clean what's in here. You got to reach what's in here to make them do, huh? It had to sink in here, and it had to sink in here when we talking about no more pork.
All right. That's right.
They had to really sink in here,
Yes,
and
sir.
here had to be changed first.
Yes, sir.
Then a plate of pork chops and hot dog, I can push it away. Pizza with pork, I can push it away. But if it ain't really here and here,
Gobble, gobble.
it's all unclean anyway.
That's it.
Don't die by something. Which is what people say. I'm gonna die by something.
Don't die by something. Something gonna kill you.
We've been eating it this long.
My grandma and them ate it. It was good enough for them.
I raised you on this. See all that because what?
It's mindset.
This
Yes, sir.
and this. See, if something don't never come into this and this, you ain't gonna invest in it.
All right.
When you look at the disconnecting things in your life, it ain't nothing magical. All you have to do is search the mind and the heart. Young fellow told me one time, he said, man, I don't like being this way. Because he was had that alternative lifestyle. He said, I don't like being this way. He told me his whole past and everything, what led him there. I said, well then, just change. You telling me you don't like it? Change.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get a strong enough dislike for it in your pit of your stomach, you will change.
That's right.
Because your might said, no, they ain't going to thrust you out. You're not going out by haste. Haste meaning speedily. Nor go out by flight. For when you go out, Yahweh will go before you. That's what you want.
Yeah.
But then you will have good success. And the Elohim of Israel will gather you up. Then he says, and when this happens, now behold, my servant shall prosper. Because you can prosper as long as Yah is going before you.
Oh, yeah.
He will be exalted and extolled and be very high. As many were astonished at thee, then in parentheses it says, because his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So shall he startle many nations. Kings will shut their mouths at him. For that which had not been told them, shall they finally see. And that which they had not understood or not heard, should they then understand.
Hallelujah.
And the hymn is speaking of the house of Israel. The whole house of Israel. But because some have not been given wisdom, they think the hymn is speaking of a singular person. But it's this nation of people that's going to startle many kings. Any comments from anyone on Isaiah 52? Any other question? I know the young man said he had a question. That he wants to bring forward.
Well, I pray this video. I did have one.
Mm-hmm.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Again, I pray this video. I say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's in Exodus 21, verse 21 and 22. I was reading a post. You know, you got all these people that think that they know so much.
What is that again?
You know how you got people that think.
No, what chapter is that again?
I'm sorry, Exodus 21 through 22. And I can't quite exactly recall what the post had said, but it had took a picture of this scripture, and it said something like, why would your God do this to you, or something like that. And you have the right to continue on reading posts and ignore it, or you can respond, and I chose to ignore it because the person that had posted it or shared it, I know their spirit, so I said I wasn't gonna go there with that person. But I just thought I'd bring it to class so you can give me clarity, so at least I would have more understanding of it, I suppose.
And what was it? What were they trying to say?
I guess why would Yah enslave us, you know, and I don't know. I was confused. That's why I brought the class. I wish I usually screenshot the post, but I forgot. I was surprised I even remembered the script until we got to talking about things dealing with slavery, and it jogged my memory.
All right. Slave, okay. All right. Any other questions as well? Yeah, any question? Any other question? Yes, ma'am, in the back.
First on again, all praise to God. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I was just doing, some meditation and some thinking, and I was just, what I was thinking about, and I was wanting to know a few of is, I was thinking about sin that's worthy of death, and I know, and I was reading Leviticus 24 and 16, where I've seen, and we know that blaspheming is 24 and 16. It said that blaspheming the name of Yahweh, you should be put to death about for blaspheming the name of Yahweh. And I know that also, and also, I know what gets us cut off. But I was just, meditating on, sin worthy of death. And the reason why, I was thinking about that because I was meditating again on Ezekiel Chapter 3, when he gets down here to 18, and it says that He said, when I say unto the wicked that thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not a warning. So I was just wondering, nor speaking to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. So I was just, just trying to get some little clarity on some of the sins that's worthy of death, and about us as the righteous, if we are, righteous, just warning, just giving warning, not the righteous, but, just us that knows the sins that worthy of death, that we give a warning, to other people. And I say that because I had one of my nieces, she was, doing some things, she was doing some stuff. And they go to this church and they go all the time. And all during the week they go, and this, that, and the third. So I was talking with her, and I asked her, I was like, well, what are they teaching you all at this church? At the church, not at the church that you go to. Do they let you know of the sins that is unacceptable and it is worthy, and not acceptable to Yahweh, and it might be worthy of death? Do y'all go over the 10 Commandments, and do y'all go over any sins that, that is vital, to your salvation, and I was just telling her about, stealing, is not good, and and it's a sin. So, I was just, just trying to, correct, not go, that, not like that, but just, just warn, maybe our loved ones or somebody that we know, or just some of the sins that, that they are committing, and they don't realize, how important it is, to Yahweh. So that's, what I was just wanting to touch over a little bit, some of the sins that's worthy of death. So, we can warn them so they won't be on our hands, or, the blood won't be on us.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Anybody else?
So I got 4.
All right. Young man said he got 4.
Hallelujah.
They go hand in hand. Giving all glory, all honor, and all praise to most of y'all that's in here.
Hallelujah.
It was like Earth Day questions. So I was wondering, how do we know it was our Earth Day when we was in Israel?
Birthday?
Yes, sir.
Birthday.
That's the first one. And then the second one, I was wondering, if a baby was born in the 13th month, then how would the parents know when his or her Earth Day came around? Since because the 13th month might come, might not. So I don't know how to go. And then my birthday is May 24th, 2002 on the Hebrew calendar, and so I was wondering when would that be for the Hebrew calendar? I mean, not calendar, but for the Hebrew months, when would that be? So I keep up with it on the Hebrew.
You say yours was when?
May 24th, 2002.
Why I like that brother so much.
May 24th.
And then my last one.
What's the
So my last one, I was wondering if somebody's birthday was, say, the 4th day of the 11th month in Hebrew. So if the 13th month came, which would usually be the first month, then would their birthday then become the 10th month, or would it still be like how would that go?
All right, so that's kind of same as number 2.
Yeah.
So those two look like they one and the same.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Young fellas. Yes, ma'am.
I have one more.
Go ahead.
I was reading here in can't really find the one that really want to. Oh yeah, but I was reading here in Deuteronomy 33, 14, and it says, and for the precious, well, I'm going to 13. And Joseph, he said, blessed of Yahweh be his land for the precious things of heaven, for the dew, and for the deep that couches beneath, and for the precious fruit brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon.
So I was the precious things put forth by the Lord.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Precious things is put forth by the moon.
It was the same,
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
on the same, level, or I was on the same understanding,
Yes, ma'am.
what as this was saying.
Hallelujah.
And one more.
Go ahead.
You ain't got nothing on there, but I was just, 33 and, 27.
Of Deuteronomy.
Wait. No, that ain't.
Huh?
No, it's 32.
32.
32 and 27.
32 and 27.
When Yahweh's, I'm sure this is Yahweh talking. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I just
Yes.
wanted some
Clarity on that.
on this, yeah. On this.
All right. We got a lot there. Hallelujah. Well, so that we can break it forth, so we'll deal with the sin and death when we come back. That's a bit prolonged. So we break it forth. Let's try to get in about birthdays.
Hallelujah.
Let's go to Genesis. Go to 18th chapter.
Genesis chapter 18.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Let's start at verse 1.
Hallelujah. Genesis chapter 18,
Mm-hmm.
verse 1. And Yahweh appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him.
Oh, how great was Father Abraham. Because as he was comfortable, see that, brother? Huh? As he was comfortable, as he was chilling by a tent door, he looked up and he said, huh? And he saw the Most High.
Mm.
He saw the Most High and he saw 3 men coming towards him. He didn't mistake them for travelers. He didn't mistake them for other human beings. The way these men came and presented themselves to him, He knew instantaneously who they were.
Yes, sir.
And he saw these three men. Go ahead.
And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door.
He didn't even let them travel far. He got up
And
ran to them and met them
and bowed himself toward the ground.
and bowed himself towards the ground.
And said, my master, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant.
I don't need my master. He don't say that about other men. He didn't say about Melchizedek.
So good.
He certainly didn't say about the king of Solomon. But here, when he addressed him, he said, my master. Because he only had one master.
All right.
If I found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from your servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched. Wash your feet. Rest yourself under the tree. And I will fetch a morsel of bread and comfort, there it is again, comfort your hearts. Huh? Because that's what food does. If you're Southern, or if you know anything about hospitality, that's what food does. Huh? Bring people over, give them something to eat. We have people who come over all the time, mother cook. They be real comfortable after they get done. And one dude, he was a cop. I was young like my kids. He be sitting there, little radio be going, they be calling numbers out there. I said, Mr. I think they calling you. He wait up and turn the radio down and he go back over. I said, wow, I hope these people don't need no serious help, because they in trouble, boy. And he was real comfortable. But that's what he did. And Abraham hurried to the tent unto Sarah and said, hasten or measure 3 measures of fine meal, knead it and make cakes. So he asked her to make the cakes. But Abraham ran unto the herd and fetched a calf tender and good and gave it to a young man, and he hasted to dress it. So the cakes he asked of her to make. The calf he took to a young man. And he said, you work on this. And he took, watch this now, we're gonna find something. He took butter. And what classification is butter?
Dairy.
Huh? Thank you. He took milk. What classification is milk? I don't care what the milk is. What classification is it?
Dairy.
Goat milk, sheep milk, cow milk.
Dairy.
It's dairy, right?
Yes, sir.
He took this butter. He took this milk. For all the people that talk about, you don't eat this, you don't eat this, you don't. Are they way better than Yahweh?
Can they hear me over there? No.
Are they way better than Yahweh?
No.
Are they healthier than Yah?
No.
Huh?
No.
See, they word over ride Yah.
No.
See, that's why you can call me whatever you want to call me. To make meat eater, huh? Yeah, all right. But the day you show me that Yah didn't delight in that, then I'm with you. Because here he took, just like Jewish man, but we got 2 separate refrigerators. Because you can't keep your dairy with your flesh. Who said that? Because what is Yah getting ready to do? Now, if Father Abraham knew this offended him, surely he wouldn't have did this. He took what? Brother, read that again.
And he took butter.
Butter,
And
dairy,
milk.
dairy.
And the calf.
And the what?
The calf.
And the what?
The calf.
But see, you'll see Jewish people, they don't like to have cheeseburgers because they say you can't have dairy and meat at the same time. They don't like to have cheeseburgers. Here. Well, if I'm misleading, then we just got to close the book.
Because it says, do not boil in what?
Well, that
so
is
you
that.
may not know where one came
And that is,
from
well, we'll get to that.
when
But here, you're missing the overriding point. That's why I asked, is milk dairy?
Yes.
Because ain't nothing being boiled here in the same milk as the calf ain't being boiled in the same milk that came from the mother. It's cheese dairy.
Yeah.
Huh? Because I can go over the book all over the place. David took cheese when he went and took it to his brother. I'm talking about this doctrine that they came up with that is not supported by the word of the Almighty, or else Father Abraham would have known not to present this to him. And this book, I know it's saying about boiling the kid in his mother's milk, but that's not even what they did here. And it don't allude to they boiled the kid in the mother's milk. They prepared, that's why the servant, the man prepared the calf. His wife prepared the what? Bread. And the milk he might have got from something totally other. More people to do things than one. So it don't say that he boiled it in the same milk. But that's what he brought as a meal to him. Butter, milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it what? Before him.
And he stood by him.
And then he just stood by like a good cook. Or good person when they done cooked, that's why they used to have, they say, when you gonna eat, Miss Thomas? And she just stand by and be like, no, I just want everybody else to eat. She just loves seeing people eat her food. That's what she got joy out of, seeing them comfortable. Abraham stood there as they comforted themselves in the food under the tree.
And they did eat.
And they did what?
They did eat.
And they did what?
Eat.
They got down. Bring me out a piece of that bone right there. Bring me out some of that. Give me a piece of that. They did eat.
And they said unto him, where is Sarah, thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent.
Is she in her tent?
And he said,
now look at this young man. Look at verse 10.
And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him.
I will certainly return unto thee. You with me, young man? What does certainly return? Let's break this down together. What does certainly return mean? I'm going to come back. For sure. For sure. Don't doubt it. I'm coming back. Certainly. I'm returning to you according to the time of life. Right?
That's right.
What's the time of life?
I'm going to say 10 months.
Well, the time of life is according to however long it takes her to take the baby to come.
True. Facts. Fact.
Because I do know some women that went beyond. They're 9 months. They're 9 months.
Yes, sir.
And that's when they tell them, we got to get you. We think we got to get you in and get this baby coming. Because he don't want to. He don't want to. He ain't buzzed. That's why I don't tell you no such time. He said, according to the what?
Time
of life. Now, what's the marginal time of life?
9 months.
That's the estimated time of life. But remember, also time of life was what? From Genesis. It was fed up. I will multiply that pain and not conception. It's going to happen
fast, rapid.
But here he just tells us, according to the time of life.
And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age.
Yes.
And it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my master being old also?
And how old was it? That's right. That's right.
And Yahweh said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I?
Because we'll find out how old they are, so we got to put the pieces together. How old was it? Go to 17th chapter.
24. Verse 1.
Now we're gonna find out how old they was. I don't want to go there. I want you to read. Watch this, because you're gonna see the set time of life. You're gonna see the set time of life. Stay right there and read 17. Yeah, I do want you to go to 17. I'm sorry. Go to 17, but read 17 and 17.
Hallelujah. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed.
And laughed.
And said in his heart.
And said in his heart.
Shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old?
And how old did he say he was?
100 years old.
How old did he say he was?
100.
Class. Oh, so nobody can be an opposite opinion. How old right here did he say he was?
100.
Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
So if I ask you again, how old was Abraham?
100 years old.
All right. Now watch this.
And shall Sarah, that is 90 years old.
So she was how old?
90.
Huh?
90.
Because see, I don't want nobody breaking now and be talking about, no, it wasn't, we didn't know where he's coming. If you think, grab him. But surely this man know how old he was.
Hallelujah.
And Abraham said he was what?
100 years old. 100.
And Sarah, his wife, was what?
Years younger. 90.
Huh?
She was 90.
Now what's the set time of life? Watch this. Go to Genesis. There's not a place out of order. Go to Genesis chapter 21.
Hallelujah.
So let's say my wife was pregnant. Early in the year. Early in the year it happened. So we got 12. We tend to have 12 periods or 12 months, right? We can't have 13, can't. But we have 12. So let's say she got early in the year, she was pregnant. Look what he said. In chapter 21, verse 1.
1. Rise for your elders.
Okay.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Ask about him earlier.
Hallelujah. I told y'all that was going to be a great day.
2 or 3 people asked about it. There he is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Walking out the door, my son said, man, Elder John ain't coming. I said, I haven't talked to him. He ain't calling. I said, man, what you want to go? Hunt for him or something? We turned to dog bounty hunter or something? We can come hunt for you, Elder John. You better be glad you showed up. They was going to hunt for you.
Hallelujah. I was in Florida.
Oh, now you gonna rub it in. Oh, it's coming. And you got that look on your face, you look very comfortable.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But chapter 21, verse 1. Look what it says.
And Yahweh visited Sarah as he had said.
As he had what?
Said.
As he has said.
And Yahweh did unto Sarah as he had spoken.
And he did unto Sarah as he had spoken.
And Sarah conceived.
And she conceived.
And bare Abraham a son.
And bare Abraham a son.
And in his old age.
In his old age.
At the set time.
At the what time?
Set time.
At the set time.
Of which Elohim had spoken to him.
Of which Elohim had spoken to him. And what was that set time?
Time of life.
The time of life.
And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac.
And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac 8 days old, as Elohim commanded him. And Abraham was what?
100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him.
So we know it wasn't 12. He was still in his 100th year.
Right.
When his son was born to him. Did anybody misunderstand? Did I make any of that up?
No, sir.
Did I complicate any of that? Abraham said, what? I'm what?
100 years old.
Book says Sarah gave birth and he circumcised him while he was still
100 years old.
Because that's the time
of life.
Of life.
Hallelujah.
Now, what's the time of life? Whatever date that he gave and she gave birth to him, a whole circuit from then, that point, to come back to that point must pass. And that would be his birthday. You're looking at me one eye. Because that's also is his set time of life. His set time of life, that's recorded is on this calendar, as he's nodded out on me, is this date, 2019. So when that comes back around, because that's what's recorded, then that's what we acknowledge. Did he go through a period of what we reckon is 13 months? Yeah. But that 13, see, here's something I want people to also know, because this is what our brothers say. There are things, and I know they're going to still disagree, because they say everything just in that perfect, and no, Yahweh don't make mistakes. But there are also things in all of heaven and earth and what the Almighty has done that are called anonymous. That's why I always ask, whenever I'm dealing with this subject, I always ask people, how many children did Yaakov have?
13.
Yeah, 13. But in book, Father Yaakov.
Oh, I thought you said Abraham.
No, Father Yaakov. How many children he had?
13.
But in book, how many children does it talk about?
12.
I always talk about the 12. It always talk about the 12. The 12. According to the 12. He didn't tell the priest, make the breastplate and put 13 spots on there. He told him what? Make the breastplate and put how many? 12. He didn't say put 13 names on the shoulder pad. He showed him how to put how many?
12.
He didn't say put 6 on Mount Gerizim and put 6 and put 7 on the ball. He said put what?
6 and 6. 12.
And the only time we reckon the 13th child is because of that one incident that took place surrounding her. But that's the only time we have of her recognition. That's why we're saying we acknowledge that given years is 12.
Hallelujah.
But occasionally,
All right.
and so it wouldn't be wrote down in the annals where they just keep up with 13, 13, because it happens infrequently and nothing special other than it's the catching up of time. So that's why you won't see a 13th month, because it's not something that that just happens all the time. It happens to bring things back in balance according to the word of Yah, because they understood you need the moon of the Aviv to declare what is to be a new year.
Hallelujah.
And I can show where they operate off of 13. So it's what we call an anomaly. And whenever there's an anomaly, meaning something that is out of the norm, you don't tend to give that favor or highlight that because it is out of the norm. You just say that's a hiccup. Y'all understand me? I'm seeing y'all.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Y'all
Yes,
must be
sir.
ready for lunch. Boy.
Yes,
Y'all
sir. I understand. So,
I just want to get that last word you said. It's a what?
Anomaly.
No. It sounded like an Hebrew word.
No, I said hiccup.
Oh.
That's all. Hiccup. Oh yeah, them. That way they be. I can't speak that. I said, boy, look. I said, look, the language is health. It's health too. There's a reason why I had the gutturals and the thing that when you speak it, that you hit, that helps to clear your throat from mucus and inflammation. Your mind, yes, he did make no mistake. Speaking the Semitic language like that deep, speaking from the pit of your stomach, this is health. Because you can say low, then you say, when I come from the pit of my stomach, that means no. When you say low, I mean, that meant not my people. That means not my, to say low, that's speaking something else. But it is also have everything to do with your health. But the set time, did you see that set time? His birth and being told about it, because that all happened within Abraham's what?
100 years.
100 years. Now, whatever day that was, that's the day they put down on record as his birthday. And when that came back around, that's the day they celebrated his birthday. Just like people celebrated birthdays in scripture. People talking about they don't want to celebrate birthdays. I said, why don't you? They think that that's bad practice. Well, don't you think they celebrated birthdays? That's how come they knew how old they was? And what you think they did when he celebrated Ishmael? Or when he celebrated Isaac? And Ishmael said he was 13. How do you know he was 13 if they didn't keep up with his birthday? If they didn't keep up with it, how do you know how old he is? Like sometimes when they come over here from Africa, they don't know how old they are. They come over here because it's no defined thing. They might be 35. They come over here, they put on that they 22. You be like, man, that's an old looking 22. Because he is older than what they just surmised what his birthday, what they put on it. But he older than that, but because there's not no real consistent record of how old he really is, they're like, 22. He 35 all day long. But even though man gave his word, that's another thing. Even though man gave his word, we still were not just no haphazard people. Hey, let's put this down. Yeah, he gave me the word, and your word is bond. But let's put this down. Let's mark this. That's why it says etched in stone. How you know years? That's years. How they still able to go back to Machpelah? How they still able to go back to Machpelah, the field that Abraham bought, if there was nothing they could take back with them other than just their word and say, hey, this our father's field. But I don't care if you did put somebody in that cave. If you ain't got nothing to show, that's just somebody in that cave. They had a way of showing all so many years ago, all the way down from Abraham's time down to the time they took Jacob back. Because that's a lot of years.
Yes, sir. A lot of time passed.
So you good on the birthday?
You missed one question on it.
What? Because two of them was the same.
Yeah, one of them was though. He asked also if you was born in the 13th month. If you was born in the 13th month.
If you were born in that elusive
then
extra
what
time.
are you supposed to? Are you supposed to go towards the 12th month and count that one, or are you supposed to go towards the first month of the year and count that as your Earth day? Which one should you do? Kind of clear it up a little more because that ain't exactly what it said. I figured that's where it was at with it. And if I could, hallelujah.
Yes, sir. You can express yours.
It just so happened I married my wife in the 13th month. And on that it was the 13th month, 8th day of that month. And we actually we celebrated our anniversary on the first year. I mean on the first month. When the next year came around, we celebrated it on the first month because it wasn't no 13th month on the 8th day. Hallelujah.
And I would pray on it, but I would tend to think that that's how that would fall. Because that only makes up for, like I said, that only makes up calculated time to make up for the year to come back around, to get it in sync. So I would say that by default, you would lean to whenever that year come back to being in sync, which would put you back in rounding it up, like that's round up when it's to a greater degree. That's why some have and that's why I said I understand my brothers and their assertions. 12, 30, 12, 30. I understand that and I know what you're getting at. But then you still have that anomaly. Because like I said, even once you do that, keep doing that, and you're gonna find yourself in season, not on calendar, in season, you're gonna find yourself. So now you still got a dilemma.
Right.
You got a dilemma either way, whether you talking about the way that we see it or the way you see it, you still got a dilemma coming your way. But I would rather have a dilemma being able to just lean on the word of the Almighty than have a dilemma leaning on something else. Because there are such things that are anonymous. This, and then we're gonna adjourn so we can come back and get the other part. That's why David said this. Go to the book of Psalms. One 31.
Psalm 131.
A lot of things happen and we ask, why does it happen?
Yeah.
But if that's what y'all want, and if he tell me the moon of Aviv to observe it, and he tell me that's what I must have that moon, I must have that Aviv, whether I won't think it makes sense or not, that's what I must have to declare a new moon.
Hallelujah.
Whether I can understand that sometimes it won't line up and it won't come, okay. But I must have those things. And I can't, because I can't just come up and be like, well, we got another way to do it then.
It's taking too long.
Look at what he said in 131.
Hallelujah. Yahweh, my heart is not haughty.
My heart is not what?
Haughty.
Haughty. Nor my eyes
Lofty.
lofty. You know what it is to have lofty eyes? The eyes have goals too big out of your realm. To go too far out of your realms, not staying in your lane.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lofty.
On somebody else.
Because when we're dealing with the Almighty, and much as we know about him is as much as he want to let us know about him. We trying to know more about him. We out of our lane. I don't care who you are. I ain't got no problem saying this to nobody. Like I told you, I got a different spirit. So I ain't got a problem with no teacher. You trying to think you really know Yah and got a hold on Yah, you out of your lane. Because he can do some things to show you you don't know me like you thought you know me. What I allow you to know of me is what you know about me. Don't never pigeonhole me. I didn't let the beginning of prophets pigeonhole me. I didn't let Moses pigeonhole me. That's why I told him, I will be. Moses said, well, what will you be? What I will be.
Hallelujah.
Now go tell him I will be. What's that supposed to tell him? I want to be a burning bush. I will be.
Hallelujah.
I want to be a small voice. I will be. I want to be in a whirlwind. I will be. What will you be? He's just everything.
Hallelujah.
Because the day you think you know him, you don't. Nah. Because then you'll think you got mastery over him, or you with him. And he always wants you to understand where he is
and where
you are or should be.
I'm at the cloud, you on the earth.
And that's why he said, my eyes are not lofty. Not too high up. Neither do I what?
Exercise myself in great matters.
I ain't got to go out and do no cyclonic study and get no deep matters. Man, he said this. That's what he wants. That's how it is. Or in things that's what?
Too high for me.
Because shouldn't nothing when it comes to the Almighty and he gave it to you, the revelation to you to give to the people. Then if he gave it to you to give to the people, and that's why I teach like I do, and I get y'all to interact with me. So there ain't no wrong answers, and ain't nobody gonna get embarrassed. I get that so I can know if y'all comprehending what I'm saying. Because if y'all have showed me this and it's simple to me, then when I put it up here or I ask it to you, it should be simple to you.
Hallelujah.
And we should be able to vibe together and be like on one accord, because it should be simple. It shouldn't be nothing where I got it and then I come around to you and I'll be like, but you can't get it and you can't have it because it's just too high for you. Show me where that came on any prophet. I might never send a prophet, and not saying I'm a prophet or a teacher, whatever you want to say, anybody with words, and gave it to the people and say, but that's too high for y'all, so I know y'all can't understand it. No. He said my word is what? Yeah. So simple that the fool should not err therein. If you can't understand it, and I give it, then maybe I need to rethink it. Especially if I tell you, well, you can't see it. Then why give it to you?
Right.
And why I said that's why I said I ain't gonna ask, I ain't about to go home and do no great. Well, let me like I said, I would tend to say it just moves on. He says, verse 2.
Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother.
Because whom does Yahweh give knowledge to?
Those that are weaned of the milk.
Huh?
Those that are weaned from the breast.
That's right. That behave himself like a child. That humbleth himself. My soul is even as a what?
Weaned child.
Then in 3, watch how he just wraps it up with the bow.
Let Israel hope in Yahweh.
Just put your hope in Yah.
Hallelujah.
In this word. No new
Hallelujah.
text. Right here. What's been working for us since you found out you was an Israelite. When we didn't have a lot of other, this was working for me. This is what they came to me with. So, brother, you ever read the scriptures? Yeah, I tried. Well, why don't you read Isaiah? Like we said earlier, why don't you read Deuteronomy? That's sensitive. Let me read this. Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All these curses. Then I read about, then I'm recalling slave history. I'm saying, well, Mom, that won't be all. If we ain't the people of, I don't know who is. Deuteronomy, that's the knockout blow. That's the Deuteronomy is the 1-2 by itself.
Yes, sir.
Then you might throw Leviticus in there. That's the hook. As they're going down, that's the hook. Then bow, touch them a little bit as they go down. Make sure. But Deuteronomy is the quencher and censure. This. Now everything in here, Brother Aaron professed to be like, how a professor even have read all the Bible? People have me. I said no. Have a professor to know every single thing and have all the knowledge, have it all understood? No. But I know what I need to know.
Hallelujah.
I know foundation. I know what I need to know. I know when I'm wrong. I know when I'm right. And I don't have to sit there, like I said, and exercise myself in no great matter. This is real simple. This is real simple. You know. Because that's what the word is. That's what this word is. And if we lean on this and this only, we're gonna be all right.
Hallelujah.
Now everybody say they all leaning on it. And that's where I go back to Isaiah 52. Only time will tell. That's why y'all might say, I will let them know I am Yahweh. Only time will tell. But to exercise yourself in great matters and go all over here and go all over there, no. Let some things be simple. If the months rounded out to 12 and you got the 30, then just go up to the next one. Like my brother did. Go to that time, that set what you think is that what you know is that set time. Because we ain't talking about even calendars. We talking about time. We talking about time. What is one of the different? Before men could write it down, they still knew how to keep track of time because of what? What we read last week. Seasons. Creation itself. Isn't that why y'all said I gave you these lights to be for what? Signs, seasons, days, and years. To mark time. Just before men started putting it down on parchment.
Hallelujah.
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 So we're going to break.
Before we break, man, don't
Yes, yes,
Because
ma'am.
of what you said, it leads me, because I know at times, well, I want to make it clear, I'm never trying to be divisive with up there on that big guy, on that podium. Because if I felt that it was a lot of what shouldn't be, I wouldn't be here. And so let me explain. There is a possibility as to why the Jews do that. Like you said, it's not referring to where he was reading. But if somebody said to you, you got that hamburger, got that cheese, can you positively, unequivocally, without a doubt say where they may have come from? What I was referring to is that you cannot. There's a possibility
Oh, yes.
it could happen.
Yes.
And you not know it.
Yes.
That's really what I meant.
Yes.
It's not meant to be.
No.
But I'm not saying you're saying it, but I know folks. I done been in the zone, the war zone.
No, and that's
it
why.
wasn't what he was saying pertaining to where we were in Genesis. No, but as my people were saying, there's a possibility, and so they do it.
Mm-hmm.
The Orthodox, not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jews for JC and conservative Jews, but the Orthodox I know unequivocally with the two refrigerators. And it's not necessarily to say, oh man, what they're doing is wrong or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way they roll.
Right.
They roll that way because without a doubt, you really nowadays out here, unless you growing your own, unless you got your own cheese or butter, milk, you don't know what you're getting at any given time. And I just wanted to make that comment. So all praise to the Most High.
And that's why I'm partial to ground turkey and almond milk. So then I ain't got to worry about it.
No, you don't.
Because the turkey is different from the almond.
You don't. We can get back to what Adam and Eve
Well, your dad, and thank you. If there are no other comments, let's stand, and Brother Hakan, we're going to ask you to take us into our break.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All praise and all glory belongs to the Holy One of Yahweh of Israel. Giving thanks and praise to you, y'all, on your holy Sabbath day. We thank you, Yahweh, for allowing us this first half as we come together to attain knowledge and wisdom and understanding of you, Yahweh. We give thanks and praise to your holy everlasting name, Yah. And we thank you, Yah, for watching over us and keeping us safe and allowing all those to travel to your holy sanctuaries and receive your word. Yahweh, we go on this break, Yah. Let us not forget that it is your holy Sabbath day. Let us not partake into our own words, into our own understanding, and to start to do our own thing. Let us hold regard to your day and to your peace and to what you have set for us to acquire and to enjoy in this day. And we give praise and thanks to your everlasting name by saying hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Yah is righteous all the time, both day and night. Hallelujah. And we shall return at 5:30. Hallelujah.